All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We're going to take a quick look at GTII and ENZC. So I think for the most part, both have been acting as I expected on the last video. So with GTII, I'm pretty sure the last real big thing I talked about was this monster spike. Look at that, 25% on the 21st, okay? The one big thing I talked about was the super low RSI and was it a justified candle or was it just a low RSI that kind of needs to reset itself, right? So that's really the story going on here. And with ENZC, the one thing I said was there was just too many moving averages and I kind of assumed it was going to start going horizontally. And really, it seems like that is what's happening there. So these actually might be relatively short, but again, just, keeping up with the Joneses, right? So that said, before we go any further, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Look, I know there's a lot of passion in these stocks, and I am not here to spread fear or anything like that, just giving you my honest, unbiased opinions, all right? Letting the lines do the talking, right? So if you could please subscribe, share, comment, anything you can do really does help, but for real, just giving me your time is super, super appreciated, all right? So look, let's get into it. And really, like I said, the big story was this candle right here, a big 25% day after, a whole mess of bad, right? The one big thing that I know I remember look at this RSI, it's a 2.1, all right? It's almost as low as it can get, right? So the fact that we rebounded and shot up makes sense. The fact that it happened on this line made sense because, again, after that line, I think it's easier to see on the weekly, sorry. After this line, it's a whole fat drop, right? So it was really important that all that happened right there. The thing is, though, I don't think that this was justified. I didn't think it was justified when I made the video, and I think the way that this thing's reacting kind of shows that, right? It's cool to see that these are actually both going up. The MACD is clearly going up. RSI is actually also going up. Unfortunately, it's not really translating much into the price going up, right? And I think a lot of that just simply is, look, volume sucks. All right. I always say you got to break this 50 average line in volume. Like if you're not getting more than just average is a C, right? Like just get a C, right? Like this line is not any special volume day. It's literally the average of the last 50, right? So we have struggled to break that for a while, right? And I think that's why, despite these going up, yeah, there's no volume. There's not much you can do, right? So look, we're basically dancing with the 8 and the 20. They're, almost dollar penny for penny, right? We're dancing with this downtrend that's been going on for quite a while, right? So it goes down, it goes horizontal, and then it either better go up or it might keep going down, right? And my problem is this 53 RSI. If this decides to go down, there's a lot of dropping it could do down to the low digits to maybe the 20s. You know what I mean? So it's really, really important to break 86 cents and to start believing we're going to come. Really, I think the money line is probably this 90 cent right here. I think a run from 90 all the way up to a $1.05, $1.04 could be realistic. Again, I know no one wants to talk about pennies here, but that's a decent percentage right there, actually. But yeah, end of the day, bad things happen under the 8 and the 20, and that's all we've been doing since the high 2s, right? So yeah, again though, you go down, you go horizontal, and you either go up or you go down, right? So we're starting to do the horizontal play. Let's see what it does. There's plenty of room for it to go up, but unfortunately, like I said, if it starts to turn, because we're still not even in the positive MACD yet, right? So 86 cents is a really, really important close. It has to close above 86 cents here, all right? That's for sure, for sure. Where are we on the weekly? Look, excuse me, we are still under all the moving averages, but we haven't done that horrible drop that I was expecting. So in a lot of ways, it's cool that, we're at least staying relatively within the lines. But you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are under all 5 on the weekly, and that's not where you want your money to be. You know what I mean? So Man, 86 cents, one more time. That is the story here. So ENZC, look, again, I started on the GTII one. I'm going to start it again here. I know there was a lot of passion in this, all right? I am not here to spread fear. I am not here to do any of that silly stuff, right? Like, I am just trying to be an unbiased voice in this and let the lines do the work, right? And look, on the last video, I said I think it's going to start going horizontally, and I think that's what's starting to happen, all right? You have all 5 moving averages relatively close. These 3 especially are super, super tight. From there, I mean, just look at this chart, right? It has been basically going horizontally since middle of October, right? Like, we have been pretty much living in between these 2 lines right here, and that's back where we're at, right? So this was a beautiful anomaly that I know got a lot of people excited, but yeah, it's all I'm seeing is too many moving averages, and the fact that this thing knows how to go horizontal just, again, makes me believe we're going to go horizontal, right? So it seems like we're going to be oscillating on this 200 moving average line. We've just gone up it, we just came down it, hopefully we go back up it, right? And yeah, it would be great to break the 8, hopefully run to this, but I think it's going to be really, really hard to break this 6-3 line. I think it's going to be pretty hard to break this 5-7 line as well. But hey, there might be little moments to run from 5-1 to 5-7. That's a quick 10% right there, right? So just depending on what your moves are. But yeah, I just see way too many moving averages too tight. These 3, especially with these 2 roofs right here. And I mean, look at these 2. These are as tight as they get, right? And again, same comments I made with GTII. We got to get more volume consistently, right? There was 2 green candles that actually broke the 50 line, a bunch of red candles that broke, right? We need a bunch of green look, this 50 average line is just a C, all right? It's literally the same thing I said, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, right? But like, you got to get at least a C. Come on, I'm not even asking you to get a B plus here, right? Just get a C. And we need more volume. Volume is king, I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm going to kind of say the same thing from the last one. I think we're going to keep going horizontally. And the really, really big thing for me is either going to be we're going to break this 100 and fly, or we might lose this 200 and die. And really, when I say break the 100 and fly, I don't know if we're going to break the 50. Like, really, breaking the 50 is the true fly. But I could see this just being a pretty hard roof right now. So we'll look at the weekly, but again, it's not as good as a weekly as I thought, actually. I thought it was going to be a little more horizontal. That's a really, really ugly 8 moving average line too, if I can say, but ooh, I don't like that. Obviously, we're under all 5 lines as well, right? But I think I'm going to stick with my horizontal comment, but I think that weekly has me a little scared. I will be honest. So, hey, look, just my thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, as always, thank you.